So finally my GT500 throttle body and revised elbow came. I bought them back in March and I'd been checking up with VMP and they kept telling me that they have no idea what the ETA on the production and delivery of these are because of the whole crisis thing going on, that they weren't being produced. And so I just decided it was going to be a long time before I got it, so I held off on buying the return fuel system and other things I need. But anyway, it came and I was really excited. I looked at it right in my entryway. My wife said a package had come and I didn't even think it would be it, but it was. So I'm really excited that it came. So I decided to go ahead and go for a nice morning drive, and I was driving around in the 10th anniversary Cobra, and I put the bullet shift knob on there. I really like how I can roll gears with it, even though this car hasn't seen anything like that yet because of how I'm treating it until I get the tune and everything and the new blower swap. So here's some pictures over at Danny Johnson's house. We decided to go for a ride into town and get some Teflon washers for the power steering leak that the 98 Cobra was having. So we took his yellow Cobra and we went, and this is him moving my Cobra out of the way. I wanted to hear a start from outside with this makeshift Borla catback and see what it sounded like. And you can tell that he's not quite used to the clutch in this car. So we worked on the 98 and did some things, and then I got home and decided I'd like to put the blower all together and see how it all fits, especially with the silicone elbow I bought, which is a 5-inch silicone adapter for that GT500 throttle body. So here's a little video about all those pieces now together. Alright, so I'm very happy to say that I finally got the parts that I had on order. Been waiting a few months for these now. And this is the Jlt intake that's on the car already. I took it off. Has the stock MAF. So this will probably get changed to a slot style. But this is the new adapter I bought to fit the massive GT500 throttle body. And you can see how big that thing is. And so that's going to be feeding the engine the air it needs. It says VMP term for Terminator TVS. And this was not produced for a little while, supposedly because of COVID-19. So I was lucky to be able to get that. And finally had it finished, manufactured, and sent to me. I also bought the revised elbow. So this is the old one, this is the new one. The new one is actually a little bit shorter. If you put them next to each other, about the size of the rim here. It is just a little shorter, I noticed. But the main difference is the bottom side. The old one has an indentation here for the fuel rail. This one doesn't. And because of that, it is very ported on the inside. It is very open, and that's supposed to get rid of some restrictions on that elbow. So I went ahead and bought that, and I have a couple different air filters and things I might try out, but anyway, just wanted to give you an update on that, especially this thing. This is about $1,000 worth of parts just for this and the elbow. So now that I have this, I can go ahead and start ordering more parts. I'm going to order my return fuel system once I do some research, because I didn't want to order any of that until I made sure I got these pieces first. Alright, so I got it all mocked up here just to show you what it looks like all together. Something else that I bought was this set of tools. These are the long shaft ball and hex drive. So this is what they tell you to get to be able to get to these bolts, these Allens that are underneath the blower and everything. So I got this set on eBay. I was lucky to find them because they don't seem to be too common, but anyway, yeah, that ball drive is really interesting. I haven't really seen these before. They're just kind of rounded Allens. But anyway, just thought I'd set it all up like this so you can see what it looks like. Have to have a little adjustment in the elbow probably to make sure it fits right in the firewall and everything, but anyway, Just thought that was cool. It looks good all together. So here are a couple pictures of it all together from a couple different angles. I think it looks great. I'm really excited to install this. I also want to share something that Ron and Gina sent me. They have the yellow Mach 1. I did a story on their car recently, and they had sent me the really nice t-shirt that I really like. And I'm not wearing it right now because I wore it and it's dirty and it's in the wash right now. But anyway, I have this. This is what they sent me, and it is a extra 2003 Mustang Brochure. This has the Mach 1 featured in it very nicely, and he asked me if I had one of these, and I have the one for 04 that's perfect in my toolbox where I keep it, but the 03 edition, like this one, I actually very gently took it apart and put it over on my wall for wall art. And so he asked if I had another complete one, and I didn't, and so he was very nice to send me this. And as a surprise, he also sent me this really neat 1999 Mustang Brochure, which has statistics on the back and the color combinations and options, but also a very large poster of the 99 Mustang, which is really cool. And on the inside it has an even larger one. So I don't want to bend it up or hurt it, but this is really neat. I thought that was really nice. That was really nice of them to send this to me. So I want to thank them for that too. So anyway, stay tuned for more stories and the build on the cars, everything I'm doing with the cars. And thanks for subscribing to the channel.